G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So if this is a late upload. Actually, I might, if I get the spare time, I can't see you, hopefully you can see me. I might actually upload tonight and then I'll schedule it for tomorrow. But I don't know if that'll happen, you guys know what it's like. You probably can't see shit now because the sun, I can't actually open my eyes right this second. Oh, pardon me. I'm getting my drill out of the car because we need to add water changes to a tank. Well, you guys probably know what tank it is from thumbnails. My work shorts have got no pockets. I fucking hate it. I shouldn't swear at the start of the video. Apparently that's the thing. Does anybody know? Drop a comment. We need the drill. I need to find a drill bit, so I'll be back. Alright guys, well that was the drill. Alright, so lawn update. It's green but it's weedy. I kind of tried to avoid using the weed stuff this year, but I regret it. I should have put it down. I figured I didn't get many weeds last year, so I wouldn't this year. The reason I didn't get many weeds last year is because of the weed spray. Oh, fun fact, there's something I need to tell you guys. Oh, the shed's locked. Oh, I've got my keys in my pocket. So pond's going well. The elephant, I need to fix the hose, but it's a bit of a mission and it's full of spiders, so I might need to spray it and then pull it apart. So those elephants, the hoses are just sitting in there and it slowly got pushed back every time I clean the nozzle. So I need to push the hose back through. I think if I move them again, I might try fill it with silicone and lock them in place. Alright, so this is the tank we're adding water changes to. I've got, I think it's a 3.5mm drill bit. Yeah, it's definitely not a 4. I should be using a 4mm drill bit. Basically what we're going to do, I'm going to drill a line up here. I'll probably put it in that. I don't know where I'm going to drill it actually. So it's going to go from there, around there and into there. And it's just going to top this tank up and it's going to stop it from basically emptying. I actually need to, maybe we'll turn that on right now. That hose is in there. The jar changer is just chilling there because I've actually been doing extra water changes on this system just because it's not completely cycled. Been having a couple of dramas. Actually, I might move the jar changer. Put it in the bottom and then, so if you haven't seen, this is where I use my so that's a constant pressure pump, right? There's a light and that's the water change system, and then I've got a tap. I don't know, plumbing's a bit complicated there. That tees up and there's a pressure loop and all sorts of jazz going on here. Then there's a pipe running through here. But basically I can get instant dechlorinated water via a hose, and then that goes through a jar changer, which makes for a really easy experience. But anyway, we bought black hose. Fun fact, this is actually more expensive than buying a 100-meter clear water hose, but I want to stick to it because I like differentiating water from air. I don't like mixing them. It's kind of silly, but I had to laugh at Chevy's comment on yesterday's video about the meth pipe. Yes, that's the meth hose or meth pipe. I can't remember which one he commented. So what I'm doing here, I'm filling that, I didn't explain, I'm filling that up to see if that standpipe needs to be cut down, which I'm pretty sure it does because that's about to overflow before it reaches the standpipe. So I'm just going to put some garden hose on the standpipe and it's going to run out there and hopefully help grow lawn there. Damn it, that standpipe needs to be cut down a tiny bit, which is going to be a nightmare. Maybe it doesn't. I'm really interested to see which overflows first. It's going to be down to the whisker, guys. Down to the absolute whisker. There's no water coming out the front yet. Where's it gonna come out? It's either gonna come out of that corner there or go down that pipe. It's gonna go down the pipe, I think. Oh, look at it. Can you guys see it? It's like, oh, yep. It's down the pipe now. Yep, alright, so it's on the pipe, which is handy. Means we don't have to cut that pipe down. Can I just say to previous me, I've done an absolutely bloody stellar job at cutting that standpipe to the exact height so there's no water line. So if you look here, you'll see there's no water line because these standpipes are cut to like the exact height of where it's just about to overflow. This one here, that girl doesn't look too happy there. This one here was a little bit short, so I made like an adapter there. I just lifted that up a bit because we want a more stellar water line. And then the top one, I've got it dropped down a bit just because it's a square tank. These ones don't have a lid and all that jazz, so it's a bit different. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get, where'd the drill go? Where'd the drill go? There it is. Let's get the drill. I'll get the ladder. Oh guys, guess what? I forgot to tell you, the KZZ Richard batch hatched. I was thinking about doing like a little mini series on their progress, like one video a week, maybe a shorter video that's like 5 minutes. That will give you guys a week to week update on the progress of flower horns, and also if a little 5-minute video is once a week that I'll get a bit of a break just because of how much I got on my plate at the moment. So drop a comment and let me know if you think that's a good or bad idea. I think it's a good idea, but it's up to you guys at the end of the day. So now we come up here. That is the right pipe, yep. I don't know where to drill, guys. I think I'm going to drill here. I was thinking about drilling there to get a more watertight fitting, but that's the unknown. Whereas if I drill it here, I've done plenty in pipe before, so I know what to do. Imagine if the water changes turned on right now. Alright, so that hole's drilled, and then I'll show you what I do. Alright guys, so you'll see I've got a threaded barb on there, threaded one side, barb on the other, and then I've got PVC adhesive on there. Is it called adhesive? It's not glue, is it? So now I just put that in that hole. You have to be super gentle with this. Check out that, we've got light there. These snap so easy. I reckon I've snapped more than like 50. So see how I've got the drill not grabbing the hex? Oh, and that's what you don't do. Now that's snapped in there, I've got to drill that out, and the worst thing is that it leaves that piece floating in the line. So there's quite a few of them in my water change system. I guess I'm going to do it off camera because I was looking at the screen and not at the fitting, and yeah, they're brittle. I definitely recommend doing them by hand actually. Alright guys, so one thing that sucks, why can't the roll come on a roll? Kind of like the airline. You know how this comes on a roll? So like I had to unwrap it, and then I put it in a fish bag to try to stop it from unwrapping further. Alright, so after my snapped fitting, I continued with my method with the drill. I didn't do it by hand like I probably should have, but now this hose here can also snap that fitting, and I just fell. So it actually, if you just go slowly and it like goes on by itself with a bit of pressure. Now I've got to run this line. It's got to go quite far too. I'm going to measure this out and probably cut it first, and then we'll figure it out. Alright, so now, oh, that's not the hose, that's the power cable. Where'd the hose go? It's up there. I might need the ladder. Lucky I've got my handy dandy ladder there. Oh, shout outs to Chevy as well. Sent me a link to a little table. It's not quite the size, but it's really cheap. So like, I can sacrifice the exact size that I was asking for, and it's only like 30 bucks. Or I did find one the exact size I wanted, and it was like $90. So I'll probably, next time I'm at Bunnings, I've got to try and remember to grab that table. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's that little table leaning up just there. Alright, so now we've got our water line behind there. Oh, by the way guys, if you haven't been paying attention, I'm meant to be selling this tank. But shit happens, you know. This water line can always go on the new tanks that are going here. So then we've got our hose here, which I cut way too long. I thought I only cut it a little bit too long. So that is going to go through this hole here. Yes, there is loads of random holes drilled in these tanks, this being one of them. I was going to put it in the top tank, but I figured putting it in this tank here would make it less likely to fall out. Now I might have a spare sprinkler riser, one of these. I'll have a look. I just want something, I need something for there so it doesn't fall out, if that makes sense. Alright guys, let's see if you can see it. I made this weird abomination thing, kind of looks like spider's legs, but a lot less than 8. There's only 2 legs and a little dangly bit in the middle. That's more like a human male. Alright, so I guess we're going to try to see if it works. So I've got 2 ways I can turn this on. Let's do it the easy way. There's a controller here. I can press doodad buttons. Oh, that's actually running at the moment, so we won't, that's filling up. So check out, these solenoids are cool. They've got like a manual override on them, and I just flick that, and then we've got to wait and see if this drips. I've always had trouble getting these to seal good. That's why they've got the PVC glue on, which we're going to replace the lid because that's a brand new bottle. Well, 90% bottle. And there's actually one in the graveyard right here that I left the lid off. So now, like, you guys will be able to see. So there we go, there's water coming in. It's a little bit coming out of that one there. I should really do like a volume test. I can't remember how much comes out of those hoses. I think it's about 60 litres an hour rings a bell, but don't hold me to that because I can't remember. But anyway, so now it's got water in. That's job done there. Now we need water out, and there's a bit of garden hose here. This is my wife and my baby. It's a bit strange that they're in the shed. They don't come out here very often. What are you doing? Oh, so I wanted to tell you guys, the foam, obviously I haven't finished it, but the foam dropped my power bill by $100, not to mention the fact the last 2 months have actually been the wettest 2 months we've had in like 15 years or something. So I've probably had less solar production, and my power bill was down $100. So the poo worked. That's what I was trying to tell you when we first were heading towards the shed. Alright, so now I've got to connect this under here. This is one of the reasons I haven't done this yet. Can you guys see that tiny little gap? This light's actually pretty good. Wow. I've got to get under there. I'm no stranger to being under there. I was under there last week trying to save that flower horn, which he's doing okay. I think he's out of the woods. There was a bit of worry. Now he's scared of the light. Can you see that little white dot on his head? I was a bit worried for his life for a bit there. But anyway, I'm going to connect this and off we go. Alright guys, so I just put the hose neatly there. That was a mission, that really was. And then the hose comes out here. I kind of just want to turn it on for a bit and test it. I don't really think you guys are bothered by that, eh? I just want to see if that leaks. So that fitting on there, as I was trying to move it, it actually slipped a thread, so I did a full 360 and like till it gripped again, but I don't know if it's going to leak now, and I don't think I can really change it, which sucks. So I'm praying that there's not going to be water on the ground. And then I've got to find my tent pegs, and I'm just going to peg that to the ground. Obviously, like, there's a thought of like drilling a hole in the shed, but this is not permanent. It's still for sale if anyone wants it. When the 2 foots go in here, I'll probably drill a hole in that wall there and run the drain back into the fish room, but that's a fairly big job. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap that one up there. Thanks for the super polite comments lately. They've been really sweet. And also shout out to G-Snap for the how many days since I dropped a fish. I'm calling you out, and I want you to keep that going in the comments, because some of the YouTubers I watch, they have like how many days since somebody hurt themselves, and they make reference to it all the time, and it's one of the funniest things. So G-Snap, if you carry that on, I will make reference to it as much as I can. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. We're 5 subscribers off the giveaway, so if you're not subscribed, jump on, and peace. That's not peace, that's peace. Peace out.